Jess, how you doing, honey?
And even like, hey, Paul, sorry, my Zoom took me like 20 minutes to load in today. I'm like trying to go on Facebook again and post the link again.
Hmm.
I don't know what's going on. It's like,
It's a little strange what we've been experiencing, but nonetheless, I'm sure it's going to get worked out just fine. I usually give people till 10 minutes. If nobody logs on, I move on.
yeah, it is like the most bizarre. Like, whenever I load into Zoom, it just crashes my whole computer. And I had to like log in again. And then I saw nobody was on. And so I'm trying to getting onto Facebook now because I have the post here. That a lady named Sherry said the link wasn't working. Like, I posted it, and then I sent an email again this morning, like in the subject, I was like new, like updated Zoom link. I'm like, I posted it a few times, so
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with this, why we're having such difficulty. And I think change is difficult too. I think a lot of people probably um those let's see. Previous post and email link for today. Looks like I sent it. Post for. Do you have a hard time getting into Zoom? I've been trying to figure out if
No,
it's
I have
like,
a hard time getting into Zoom, but we had so many different links that sometimes it would be one or two different links before I found the right one. And then I
right.
forget to delete the wrong ones and it just always gets screwed up.
Yeah, I know it's a mess. So I'm going into our calendar today and I'm gonna delete everything that's not like what we're doing right now. Because I think I have it all deleted and updated, but if you get like a bunch of emails today, like I'll send a fresh like these are your links for next week, like all in one email. That way you guys have it all. Um, because I know when we canceled stuff and added new things, it's kind of a mess. Um, but we should start to like get things cleared up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to never had such a hard time with Zoom before. I guess I don't really use it that often, really.
Mm.
Um, because for a while, like the last company I worked with, it was, oh, here's Sherry. We use Teams. Hey, Sherry. Let's see. Yep, that one.
Sherry, that's like one of those modeling hazy photos. What is that?
Well,
Let's see if
I'm a model. What do you mean?
Oh.
are
Hey,
you on your W
Sherry.
two, darling? You able to talk or no?
Just sporadically.
Okay. Well, fill me in now. You've been a frequent flyer, so let's just cut to the chase. You're the only one here today. So share with me what's going on. What are you applying? What are the results? How quickly can we get this moving? Give me some feedback.
Well, I'm feeling a little defeated.
Go ahead. Yeah, talk to me. What's up?
Well, I just a lot of stuff, personal life going on in the last, I don't know, probably month, illnesses and surgeries and what have
Mm,
you. So, I, to be honest, I was starting to have some momentum, and no, I've lost it again.
life took.
I'm still doing the W-2, and I was really excited because I got in touch with some financial
I
planners,
remember you
and
were all, I
it,
thought we'd have some results by now. I didn't know.
yes,
I didn't know the
exactly,
illness. Yeah.
exactly. And I have not been back in touch with them. So,
Okay. So part of the, let's throw some lighter fluid on this thing. Keep in mind, and the way that I teach, if I'm going to have a meeting with anyone, for the sake of this example, a financial advisor, the objective for me would be to communicate with my loved ones, family, friends, and clients to find someone that needs the guidance of a financial advisor. So that when you get a chance to meet with this guy, you show up bearing gifts. If you don't, and you're on limited time because of the W-2, if you don't, it's a meeting to talk about the next meeting. It's a meeting to talk about what we could do with each other in the future. That never
okay.
is the present, because we're always talking about what could happen in the future. So for me, the reason I don't subscribe to networking groups, I call them not working groups, is because generally speaking, people get together to talk about future meetings, and they never actually create a monetized stream of revenue for each other. So the objective for me to you is I would be going out into the world, talking to everybody that I know, and seeing if they have a phenomenal financial advisor guiding them, navigating through the financial challenges of life. And if the answer is no, I got a guy, and I'm meeting with them next week. So now you're showing up to that meeting bearing gifts. And the only way for the law of reciprocity to work in your favor is if you start that. How's that person supposed to reciprocate something that you didn't do?
Right.
Right. The law of reciprocity works really well. You didn't do anything for him. He didn't do anything for you. See, it works. The challenge now is when you show up with something and you educate and you empower and you hold him accountable to reciprocate, that's when you find out if you really do have a partner. So I jokingly always tell people, I'm going to go first to show you who I am. And if you don't reciprocate, you will show me who you are.
Right. Right. Okay. So one of my other struggles then is I found these two people. They sound great to me, but at what point am I comfortable saying, "Hey, I've got this great guy. I don't know him. I don't know his work."
So the
You know what
idea
I
is,
mean?
let's assume that you're the financial advisor and you and
Mhm.
I have only talked at a networking function, and now we're going to meet for coffee
Yep.
for the sake of this example. So I show up and let you see that I have Sherry Shea. She's a friend of mine and a potential client of yours. She makes 6 figures a year, 2 kids, 2 dogs, 2 cars, husband that works, and nobody helping them with their money. Or they like a second opinion on what's going on with their money. Happy to give them to you. I just want you to know, Sheriff, financial advisor, I start off every one of my partnership meetings bearing gifts, which means I spent the time and the energy to go out to my world, talk to my clients, and protect them and bring business to you. I'm happy to give this to you. My question is, notice I didn't let it go. My question is, are you interested and willing to learn how to help me and my family and my business the same way I'm about to help yours? And assuming that you say yes, because you want the client, wonderful. Let's talk about what that looks like. I'm still not giving you the client. Let's talk about what that looks like. Tell me about you. Tell me about your credit, your family. Tell me about your financial objectives. How much money do you have invested? Tell me a little bit about you so that I can represent you to my client. I don't want to send them to a stranger. I got to get to know you. Let's talk about that for a minute. I'll tell you everything about me, and then you tell me everything about you. Let's make sure we vibe before I give you my client. Is that fair, Sherry?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And earlier, when I asked you if you're interested and willing to learn how to help me, you said yes. Great. Now that we've gotten to know each other, let's talk about how you can actually do that. How many clients do you have? Remember, I go right into the book and sources. I have
Mhm.
200 clients. Great. Of the 200 clients, how many of them own real estate? Of the 200 clients, how many of them last year bought or sold real estate? Of the 200 clients, how many of them are engaged to be married or divorcing, downsizing, or relocating? Great. You see all those people, the 6 people you just mentioned? I like to be introduced to them because I can help facilitate their real estate needs. Great. Could you do that now? You see how that works? Yeah. So what people tend to do is give this over and hope for it to come back. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. So you get married on the first date and you show up with the ring. That's the idea. But I don't put it on your finger until you commit to me the same thing I've committed to you. So if you feel like you got to get to know somebody, great. Get to know them. If you feel like you got to vet this person, great, then vet them. I would never tell anybody not to do that. You do whatever you need to do. But if you don't show up with this, you're talking about a meeting that's going to be talking about a meeting that's going to be talking about a meeting. I don't have time for that.
Yep. Okay.
Waste of time. So that's why I don't go to not working functions, because they're not working. Now, the crazy thing is, as much as I say nasty things about them, everybody I've ever met has come from the networking meetings. So the funny thing is, they come from that because they're like, it's not working. I met this guy. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I heard about your thing. Oh, wow, I like this more. So then they invite other people from the networking group because this works better. It works more efficiently. But I don't go to them. I've gone to a couple very early on to understand what this is, because when our mortgage company shut down, I was starting my coaching company. Everybody's talking about BNI, Latip, Rotary, Chamber. You got to get involved. I'm like, what is that stuff? I never got involved. So, all right, I went to it. And I felt disgusted. I'm like, this sucks. What? I spent time away from my hot bride, my hot wife, my beautiful, to spend time with you people? This is nutty. I'm not doing this anymore. So for me, I had to come up with a better way. Otherwise, I'd have to do it their way. And what I teach, as you've seen many times over, is my way. And it coincidentally works better for me. And it works better for an awful lot of people that have converted to this mentality. Case in point is Felicia Saraceno, who was the most wonderful volunteer on the planet. She'll tell you. Because when you get involved in real estate, they tell you, volunteer for this, charity this, get involved in the event, make yourself seen. I'm like, nope, 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 and no way. No way. If that's what is required to make money in real estate, then I'm not going to be in real estate, because I don't understand that. Why would I give away my talents? I don't understand that. I really don't get it. So if we're in the business world and you're looking to make money and I'm looking to make money, why do I have to volunteer? Well, I'm volunteering too. No, I'm asking why? Why? Let me give you an example. You probably have somebody that's going to die, buy or sell, relocate, downsize, or divorce this year. How about you give them to me so I can make money? And I have people that have money that want to invest, and I'll send them to you. We don't need to volunteer. Now, if you want to volunteer and you want to do charitable work, I would never tell anybody don't do that. Right. But the mix-up is I have to do that in order to get business. And I'm like, no way. No way. And Felicia, her heart was always bigger than her bank account. And she was volunteer queen for everything. She did everything for everybody. I'm like, I'm exhausted watching you. And then we took inventory and recognized that she's a mom. She's a caretaker. She provides for everybody. That's what women do. Mm-hmm. And now we're like, no, you need to do for me. Well, that's nothing we did all our lives because we did for everybody else. And I'm like, okay, you've been running a company. You've run your daughter's schedule, her school schedule, her homework, her activities. You've managed your husband, who's a buffoon. I love him. He's a great guy. But my point is, she runs the whole household. You're running a company. That's unpaid. This one is paid. So that transition for some people is a challenge. And Felicia now is a fiend. She's a fiend. Now it's like, I'm so talented. You want me? This is what it requires. She's fantastic. And I don't credit her evolution to me. I'm just saying part of our coming together was to help her recognize that you are worth a lot more. Right. But you're leaning on this idea that you were told that you have to volunteer and be charitable. Nope. You got to twist it. And now she goes and teaches people that and what she does and the transformation, how much business she's getting from the estate planners, probate. Oh, it just keeps coming in because then they see her in a different light. Remember, the statement I always say is, my real estate empire funds my philanthropic work with seniors. My real estate empire funds my philanthropic. See, I don't do charity. Philanthropic work with seniors. So now it's phrased differently, it's framed differently, and people hear and see that, and they identify what they're supposed to be now, as opposed to get Felicia to do it. She does everything. No, no. Yeah. So that's the thought process. So if anything, just you and I can share all of that with you, take that information and say, okay, family illness, aside from death, hopefully that didn't happen. Family illness, sickness, surgery, all that kind of stuff. Guess what? It's done now.
Yep.
It sucked. I lost a little bit of time. Whatever. I just got my revival kit. I just got my kerosene, my gasoline, hit the reset button, and then put into place what we just learned now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I can do that.
Atta girl. And then Monday when you come back, you'll probably have a phenomenal story to tell about this.
Yes. Well, I don't know if it'll be Monday, but
Well,
maybe the following Monday.
I'm not sure. Jess, do we have calls on Monday? Somebody
yeah.
told me it was Martin Luther King Day. Are we on Monday? I don't even know. I guess I got to check with the team. Maybe we don't have a call
I
on
guess
Monday.
we got to check with the team. I just realized like this morning that Monday was a
I was
holiday.
just told an hour ago, all right, so we're not meeting on Monday. I'm like, why? They're like, it's a holiday. I'm like, what holiday? I'm like, what? I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's a banker's holiday. I'm like, I think most people still work. I'm not really sure.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to get together and then we'll do a post and everything on Facebook just so everybody knows because I know
Okay.
with the new links and everything that we're trying to do to make sure everybody's on the right page, it's a little confusing, but we're gonna get there.
That's okay. We're fine.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
Cher.
And I do appreciate you. I know I've been frustrated, but and not
No.
you, Paul. I'm talking about Jess.
No worries, Sherry.
She's
I'm
been
glad
helping
it
out a
worked
lot.
out.
She's doing great. She's
We're
doing
gonna
great.
get there, I promise. Thanks for
Thank
hanging
you, Jess.
in.
Cher,
Yep.
good to see you again, honey. Have a great
Good to
day,
see you.
okay?
Have
Thanks,
a
you
great
too.
day, guys.